My name is Bob the Drag Queen.
And I'm Monét, and this is Sibling Rivalry.
Now, what are you eating, Monet? Like, how are you? Are you eating every episode?
I can eat and talk. I've been a human for a very long time. I'm good at it.
I know you can eat and talk. What are you eating right now?
These are my favorite from back in the day. I was coming from the gas station. They had my favorite drumsticks.
You are so ridiculous. I can't even deal with you right now. So this is episode 2 of Sibling Rivalry with Monét and Bob the Drag Queen.
Yeah. How are you, girl?
I'm pretty good. I went to go see a play called Office Hour today, which is a play about school shootings or public shootings. It was anxiety inducing. It was like it was nerve.
Girl, that is heavy. That's heavy subject matter, girl. For a Friday evening.
And spoiler alert to anyone out there who wants to go see Office Hour. There's a lot of shooting in this play. Like, people are just getting shot the fuck up.
Okay, now question: when they do the shooting, how are they recreating this?
Okay, so this one guy, he shoots this lady, but also every time he shoots someone, it doesn't really happen. Does that make any sense? So it goes up to a certain point, he shoots them, it blacks out, and then it goes back and replays it without the shooting. And then it goes up to a next point, then someone else gets shot, and then it blacks out, and then it goes back to another point. So the shootings never actually happen.
Got it.
But you see them and you hear them, and I was just in my chair like, this is some scary shit. I am scared.
Can we agree that it needs to be a Brenda movie, girl? It would be so good.
Oh, a Brenda movie would be my full life. Brenda from Scary Movie. I'm in Brenda for President 2020.
Brenda and Oprah.
What have you done? Oh, also, can we talk about how shady Yuha is? Why did Yuha choose to zoom in on a picture of your busting seams?
She's such a nasty fuck. First of all, don't say my busting seams. It wasn't like busted open.
No, girl, those seams were threadbare, honey.
Well, you know, the cat suit was like made. It's like when you use vinyl, that fake latex, it needs to be like hugging your skin, girl. It needs to be a second skin.
Well, girl, let's say it was a second skin. There was some stretch marks in that skin, honey. She was so shady. Of course, Yuha freeze frames it, and like that is so shady.
She's such a nasty fucking queen. I can't stand her.
Such a nasty woman. Is that what it is?
Nasty woman, girl. Yeah, nasty woman, honey.
Such a nasty. What have you done?
Oh my God. Nothing crazy. I had lots of gigs, like normal gigs and shit like that. And, I did a Sirius XM radio spot talking about race in the drag and the drag community.
Why so Sirius XM?
I can't.
That was funny. Fuck you.
You are over there. You are like handing shit over. You are like having 9 conversations. What are you? You are a mess.
Just plug in my phone so it won't die while we talk.
Also, I want to point out that you need like a team to help you get your shit shut up. It is literally me in my apartment by myself, and I'm ready to go, and I'm always waiting for your ass to catch up.
There is one person here. There's one person here. Jacob, come here so they can see who you are. I have one person here. My friend Jacob is here helping me. So
I'm by myself.
I don't know, I've probably been look cute.
All right, so, but you haven't done anything exciting this week?
No, girl. I mean, I'm just like, girl. You know what the New York City rigmarole is, girl. From your gig to your bed, trying to edit a video. What are you doing now?
I'm just making sure my phone doesn't die. That's all. There we go. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Shut your country ass up. But how old are you? I always ask.
I'm 20. I'm 28 years old.
You about to lie. You was about to lie, and you're the worst liar. I knew you were about to lie.
I'm 28.
I said you was about to lie, and then you were like, "It won't."
No, it wasn't. No, because it was just. I just came 28. So you know, like when your birthday just passed, you always forget. You always say the old age to the new one.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah. How old are you? 36? 35?
Okay, you're trying to be cute. I'm 31 years old, and you know I'm 31 years old.
No, I didn't know. I was asking.
You think I'm 35 years old?
Yes.
Monét, I'm not 35. We were in high school at the same time, and you know that. There was a 1 or 2 year area in time where we were both in high school at the same time. So why you trying to be real cute and sassy over there?
And that's always crazy to think about. Like if we were in the same town, same city, and I can imagine being the
Monét. If you and I went to the same high school, we would not have been friends. Because you are
why?
Because you were a hood bitch in high school, and I know you was a hood bitch in high school.
I was not. I was a hood bitch in junior high school. In high school, I was not. High school, I went to performing arts high school, so I was with like all the creatives and stuff.
I was a very goody two shoes. I don't fuck with hood bitches. I do not roll with hood. If you are, you talking about you say you jump people are getting jumped. I'm not about that life.
That was in middle school. In middle school, I jumped. In middle school, I had been jumped. By the time from 6th grade to 8th grade, I had been jumped about 5 times, and I had jumped someone about like 3 times.
That's that is ridiculous. First of all, I am a delicate, dainty, wistful woman. I'm not about to jump nobody. I'm so demure. Look at me.
Bitch.
On top of that, I'm not okay. I was in a cab one time in New York City, and this cab driver cut my cab off. They were arguing, and then I said to my cab driver, I said, "Do not argue with her. Do not argue with her." And then that got that guy upset because I said her. And then he looked at me and said, "Do you want to fight?" And I said, "You mean like a fist fight?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to fight?" I said, "Do I want to like get out of this car and like engage in like physical combat with you?" No. That would ruin my whole week. Like the whole. If I got out of my car to fist fight with you, that would have ruined my whole month, probably the whole year. So the hell I look like fist fighting with your crunchy ass.
I was in this like 2 weeks ago. I was walking on 8th Avenue, 8th Avenue passing 50th Street, like passing by Alcone, but like on 8th Avenue going downtown. And this crazy looking dude was standing at not a phone booth, but they have these in New York now. They have these like digital charging station things where you can like charge your iPhone.
Where the homeless folks all jack off and watch porn.
I know. It's girl on the one at 35th Street. There's always some homeless lady listening to the entire Rihanna album, talking about that's my shit. That's my shit.
That is so New York City.
Oh, so New York City. So I was walking down the street, and then this dude, he's clear to the serve. I'm walking, and now you know me. I'm always in like a Snuggie and like my UGG boots.
Yeah, I'm
and like
crazy as hell.
And like my headphones and the big cat ears on it, looking like the only faggot. And I'm walking down, and he goes, and I see him, and so I just, when your eye just connects with someone on the street, and I look at him, and he's like, "What you looking at, faggot?" And then I look at him, and I smile. He's like, "What?" I'm like, first of all, I could engage with you, but it's just not worth. We're probably both gonna get arrested. And I had a giggle at it. Like it's just not fucking worth it.
It's not. It will not. For me to go over and hit you, whether I win or lose, bitch, I lose.
Exactly. It fucks up your whole day.
Oh, not your whole day, bitch. If you got arrested for getting into a fist fight. Also, Monét's brother is a cop, so she got a malevolence card.
Shut up! Don't say that.
I don't have that in my life. If I get arrested, bitch, my black ass is going to jail for the maximum time, and I don't have a get out of jail free card. I can just slap on the counter when Deputy Sheriff Thompson rolls over. It is not like that for me, girl. So I have to do hard time. So I am not trying to get my black ass involved in any shenanigans especially up in Manhattan.
I know, girl. I will say also, you look so skinny. I'm really gagging. You look much smaller.
Girl, I go to the gym every single day. My new motto is workout every day, no matter what.
That's not a motto. It has to rhyme to be a fucking motto.
No, all mottos don't have to rhyme, and just because it rhymes doesn't mean it's good. Like that fucking "who smelt it dealt it" shit. But that doesn't. Just because it rhymes doesn't mean it makes sense. You can.
But it is true. If you smell a fucking fart first in a room full of people, it was probably your ass. That's just a fact of life.
If you're the first one to mention it, but there's some motherfucker who's farting in the room, and you're like, "God damn, who ass is farting up in this motherfucker?" One of my biggest fears in life was fart. Something happened to me on the 7 train. Did you know sometimes when you faint, you fart? Did you know this?
No.
So I was on the 7 train, and somehow this happened to me twice. When the train came above ground, I got dizzy or something, and I just woke up and I was on the ground.
That is crazy, Bob.
Yeah, it happened to me twice. I woke up, I was on the ground of the 7 train, and everyone's around me, and I was like, girl, when I tell you she farted, that train, girl, I wasn't the only person knocked out on that train. Somebody else was knocked out too. That shit was messy. I was like, oh my God.
Wait. Did you poop yourself or you farted?
I farted. I didn't poop myself. Have you ever pooped yourself?
Oh, in like 2nd grade.
Also, wait, what are we, 3rd graders? Poop? Did you poop yourself? Bitch, have you shit yourself before?
And when I was like in like 2nd grade.
I pissed myself on stage once. I told you this story.
It's my favorite story. Can you please tell me again?
In Atlanta, Georgia, my hometown, there I have friends from high school and friends from college in the audience. And it's during the haters roast. And the way a roast works is everyone's on stage the whole time. No one gets on stage. So I was the last one because it was so funny. I was the last person. I was closing out the show. The headliner, and as I'm going, I keep thinking to myself, I have to pee. But I said, I can get through this show.
You like this? You like moving around in your chair like...
honey, left to right. When you stand up, you have to pee more. Something about sitting down makes you have to pee less. So I am now, I stand up to do my set, and as soon as I stand up, I was like, I can't. I said, I'm going to make it through this. So I start telling my jokes. I say, hey, I'm telling my jokes, and then at one point, I take the microphone, and I go sit down in my chair, trying to hold it. I was like, I can't. I'm ruining my set by telling my joke from sitting down. So I stand up, and I decide to myself, I'm going to just let out a little bit of pee. I'm going to pee just a little bit. Okay, anyone who's ever peed knows that's not how piss works. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm wearing hip pads, I'm wearing tights. It'll all get soaked up.
Like, it'll soaked up. No, girl, not a urine, girl. Also, you pee a lot.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, it'll all stay within the confines of my tights. Also, I am wearing literally the most expensive gown I own. I don't own anything more expensive than what I'm wearing at the time of this incident. So I decided to let out a little bit of pee, and then it's just, girl, a river run through. Bitch, but when I peed, I was able to do my set without work. I was able to be funny. I was like, okay, work. I got my whole set done. And then, Miss Thing, when I tell you that I turned around, because I looked down, bitch, I was standing in the River Jordan. I'm telling you right now, honey, I was in the Great Lakes. I was in Lake Erie up in this bitch. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I turn back, I look at Alaska, and I go, girl, I peed. And Alaska's like, what? I said, I peed. I peed.
God.
She was like, yeah, girl, you peed. I said, no.
No.
She looks down, and she sees my puddle. She goes, oh my God. And then I turn around and look at Latrice, and I say, Latrice. And Latrice goes, yeah, I see it, girl. Because it's one thing about yeah, I see it, girl. That is a mess. Now I'm standing in the puddle. You can't see it from the front. Only people behind me can see the puddle. So I'm standing in the puddle, like I don't want to leave the puddle, but we're supposed to go sit back down. And then Ginger Man, just country ass, is like, girl, what y'all talking about down there? Bob, why you standing there? And I'm like, no, girl, no. What's everybody talking about? And then she sees it, she goes, and then I'm mortified, and I run off stage. But because I'm wearing a long gown, bitch, I trail. I'm like dragging the piss with me. There is a trail leading all the way off stage to the fucking dressing room in my hometown, of all places.
Bob, I can't. Wait, did your family come to that show?
No, I told my mom not to come to the roast, because my mom doesn't like people make fun of me.
Meanwhile, you always make fun of everybody else.
But I mean, this is my mom. She said so. I was like, whatever. So I had to have Luis, my assistant at the time, drop off my gown. I said, I'm not taking my gown to the cleaners. I said, what's good? So Luis like, I'll take
Bob, you couldn't take your fucking gown to the cleaners, girl.
Luis like, I'll take it. I don't care. I said, okay, work. I said, well, what are you gonna tell them? And Luis says, I'll just tell them my dog peed on it. And I was like, work, that's perfect. Tell them your
I
feet on your,
am so
feet on your
glad.
gown. Also, this gown clearly doesn't fit Louise. Louise is like 5'8". I'm 6'2". I probably have 60 pounds on Louise. It's clear. It's also a black, like, flesh color. It's just clearly not Louise's gown, okay? So Louise drops off the gown, and when you drop off something at the cleaners, they take it and they go over they get really close to it.
Yeah, girl.
They're like, a bead is missing here, just so we know there's a bead missing. And Louise is like, you don't want to, and then the guy's looking at Louise like, you think I've never seen a garment with piss on it? I work at a fucking dry cleaners. And he goes, but what I won't have is you saying I messed up your gown. By the way, you're missing a bead down here. I was like,
Word. Oh, this was the blue stone one that Michael Perez made.
Girl. Yes,
girl.
That is my most expensive garment.
And you are shady because you asked me if I wanted to wear it for something. You shady queen.
Man, it's been dry cleaned. Jesus.
No, I'm not wearing your pissy ass gown. No, thank
bitch,
you.
Don't wear my shit, bitch.
I don't want to wear it.
The garment has been cleaned and it's still expensive and it's still a nice garment.
I don't believe you. I want to see a dry cleaner's receipt. If I ever
But I do not have that fucking receipt anymore. Also, so this week I want to talk about celebrity interactions and TV interactions and the way celebrity etiquette and the way people think that people from TV should behave when they see people in public. Why you saying like that?
Because you know this is a very contentious topic for us.
Oh, now you want to throw out those words because she went to a Ivy League school. I wrote online, Monét and I are doing a podcast together again tonight. Our subject is celebrity etiquette. Any questions, i.e. Meet and greets, seeing celebrities on the streets, stuff like that. And we have a couple of questions.
Oh shit.
First of all, do you have any strong opinions about this? Tell the story about the Jessie J story.
Well, the story is that once upon a time, when the Battle of the Seasons tour, the BOT tour is going on, a lot of the girls, I think it was a PG tour, so a lot of like Detox and Fifi O'Hara, all of them, they were in Australia. Michelle Visage was hosting this BOT tour with all the Drag Race girls, Battle of the Seasons, and Jessie J's people reached out to RuPaul's Drag Race because at the time Jessie J had some weird interaction with this gay something or the other, and it was coming out that Jessie J might be homophobic, blah blah blah, all that bullshit. So I guess her people reached out to the Drag Race people and were like, hey, can Jessie J perform at this big Battle of the Seasons thing? And they were like, of course, yes. We know gays live for fucking Jessie J. Gay man, we love her. She's incredible. Gay men love talented ass bitches. So Jessie did it like, yeah, of course. And of course, Michelle's a huge fan. Detox, all the girls are big fans. So Jessie J came. And apparently when Jessie J got there, you know, she asked to be there. Like, when she came, she didn't really like extend herself to the Drag Race girls and Michelle Visage who were there. Like, she was coming into their house, into their space after asking if she could perform there, and she wasn't really being overly warm or like
it is the job of if I come to your house, it is your job to make me feel comfortable, not my job to make myself comfortable in your own home.
But you should still greet me and say hi when you come into my front door.
No, bitch, you greet me. I'm at your house. If I walk up to your house, you gonna sit back and wait for me to say hey to you? No, you say hi, welcome to my home. My name is Monét Sex Change.
Right, but I'm saying, so Jessie J comes in, but Bob, you act like you don't know how celebrities travel. She like you're not gonna be standing her waiting for her at the fucking stage. You're like, hey, come on in. No, she came in.
Someone has to greet her and
I'm sure the people of that house, whatever the performance venue were there. Like, why are you acting brand new?
What I'm saying, but whenever I go to a thing, I just want to point out for the point, I'm not calling myself a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a person who is known by a lot of people, but I don't honestly, well, that's one of the questions is, what do you consider a celebrity? We'll get to that in a second. But basically, the point is, Monét thinks that, and I don't want to misquote you. Monét thinks that no matter what the scenario is, no matter what you went through that day, you have to put on a face.
Yes, because as a celebrity, when you sign the papers and you wanted to be an entertainer and you are offering yourself up to the world because of your talent, whatever your talent is, I'm not saying that you have to be like that. You have to shine my shoes and you have to be like, oh my god, thank you so much for being my fan. But you owe it to your fans to be to have a pleasant demeanor and disposition when they meet you.
I think if your fans buy your album, you owe them your album. If someone buys your shirt, you owe them a shirt. If someone buys a ticket to your show, you owe them a good show. That is where the transaction ends. You're not buying a part of me. You're not buying me to kiki with you in the back room. You are buying my album. You get my album. That's the end. That's where the interaction ends.
No, because Bob, as a celebrity does not begin and end when you are on and off the stage. It is a lifestyle. Now, when I am fanning and standing and investing in you, when I am buying all of your items, when I am investing into who you are as a person, as a character, I'm not saying that you have to stop and take a picture with me. But
so what did Jessie J do that was so wrong? All she did was show up, do her job, and leave. She wasn't mean to nobody. She wasn't nasty to nobody. She didn't say nothing nasty to nobody.
Because I was telling you, they were saying that they were all backstage, and all the girls were backstage, and Jessie J was sitting like in a circle, and all of the people were surrounding her, and they were not allowing the Drag Race girls to step on and be like, "Hey," not even like to anything. And I think that's rude. And that shit.
What if Jessie J had a rough day? Why she got to keep?
That is not. No one said that she had to Kiki with Alaska, but Jessie. Wait, go what?
Yeah, why did she have to rub elbows with Fifi O'Hara if she had a rough day?
Because she asked to come here. They're not going to Jessie J's concert hall and be like, by the way, and also can I have this? She asked to come into that space. So if you had a rough day or a rough week or a rough month, but she's still asking to come into that space. So I feel when you ask to come into someone's space, then you owe them to be like, hey, thank you.
Nothing for rejection.
That's it.
But also, you don't know whether or not she said thank you. Sometimes you can walk in. Let me right now.
She wasn't. They were not. She was not allowing the girls to come into the thing.
Let me tell you my interaction with people. People see me on the street. This is how I interact with almost everyone who sees me. People see me and they say, "Are you Bob the drag queen?" And I say, "Hi." And sometimes they'll say, "Are you Bob?" And I'll say, "Yes, I am." And they'll say, "Can I get a picture?" And I say, "Sure." And then I get the picture. And then they say something else. And then I'll just kind of nod. And then I say, thank you. And I walk away. That is it. That is it. But then people are like, Bob was nasty and rude and mean. She didn't smile. One guy said online recently, he goes, you was nasty. And I said, well, what did I do that was nasty? He said, what did I do that was nasty? And he said, I said hi to you. You said hi back. You kept walking. You didn't stop and talk to me. Like you couldn't be bothered. Like you didn't want to talk to me. And I was like, I didn't want to talk to you. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but I didn't want to talk to you. I said hi. You said hi to me. I said hi to you. And I kept walking. You didn't say hi. And I didn't say, your mom's a fat cunt. I said, hey. And I kept it cute and I kept it moving. But I'm also.
But we're talking about two different things. We're talking about two different things. Jessie J asked. That is like Bob. That's like you asking. You're like, Monét, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Oh, I'm gonna be at my house. And you're like, hey, do you mind if I come and have Thanksgiving at your family's place? Sure. That's like you coming to my house at Thanksgiving and you're sitting down in the corner, not talking, not addressing anyone. That's rude.
No, it's like if I say this.
No, I listen. I just gave the perfect analogy. That was the perfect analogy.
I'm about to tell you why it's not the same thing. Okay?
Why?
When you go into someone's house, it's not the same as going to a place to do a job. If I say if the plumber says, "Can I come to your house and fix on this?" He comes, he fixes it, he leaves. He don't have to say hey to me. He don't have to be my friend. You come, you do your job, and you go. It is work. It is not a social thing. It is work. Now, if she would have went on stage and not sang or been rude to audience members, that'd be one thing. But she went there, she sang, and she left. She did her job, and she fucking beat it. That's not rude.
But Bob, it is still yes, because she asked to come into this. No. She asked to come into this bot space. They're being nice and courteous and allowing her to be there. The least that you can do is not have your people have a circle of like a shroud, a tent around you.
What if
like
she
no, you can't go.
What if she don't want to talk to those hoes?
Then don't ask to come and fucking perform at our venue.
What?
You know, great.
Or are you coming to talk to girls backstage?
Okay, hold on, great one. So let's say we're all when some raggedy ass bitch, some new queen asks like, "Hey Bob, can I come to Look Queen and perform and do a number?" She comes to Look Queen, and then she's in our little tiny ass dressing room that nobody, you know how small that room is. She sits on that toilet and does not say a word to anyone else and does not acknowledge that we're there. Is that not rude? That's rude. Yes, that is rude, Bob.
Monét, does she perform on stage?
She did, but you're saying it's not rude.
Answer my questions.
You're saying it's not rude to prove your point. It is rude. It's fucking rude.
Does she do a good job on stage?
I don't know. She's young and raggedy. Probably not.
You're creating the scenario.
She probably she's a new queen. Probably not good.
It's a person you made up. You can say if she did it good or not. Did she do good or not?
No.
Okay, she didn't do a good job. She's sitting back there. Is she mean to anyone? Did she say anything mean?
She's not saying anything. She's acting like we don't exist. She's just sitting in the corner like we're all in a room and she just there like.
Some people are quiet people. Everyone's not social.
It's not about being quiet. It's about
you don't know if Jessie J is the shyest person on the face of the earth. Some people have social anxiety and have a hard time making eye contact.
You are making up conditions now. Now you're a doctor. You're diagnosing her with conditions.
I did not make up a thing. So, not everyone is comfortable chit-chatting and
no one is saying that, but it's still rude if you don't acknowledge people when you ask to come and perform in their space.
Of course, also you are taking this scenario. No, I'm tell you right now. This is what I know too. Whenever a scenario happens, you have to make it way more dramatic. The idea that Jessie, I wasn't there. Maybe there's a realm where Jessie J walked in and literally didn't say a word to anyone. Realistically, what probably happened is she walked in and said hi, and then she went to her corner and she left and said thank you, and then walked out the door. Even if she did just that, people would still say she was nasty and rude. If she walked in and said hi, thank you for having me, she sits in the corner and then she leaves.
Absolutely not. People would not say she's nasty and rude. People wouldn't say she's nasty and rude. She did that.
Yes, they would. No,
they wouldn't.
Because I have been that person that had people say I was nasty and rude. Because I walk in, I would say, "Hey, everyone, thank you for having me." Then I sit down, do my thing, and I leave and say thank you. But I'm not trying to kiki with everyone in between. That's what it is. People will say.
No, I don't think so.
Monét, I'm not asking you, bitch. I'm fucking telling you.
I'm telling you too.
I have been in that scenario.
Me too.
But people think that because you didn't, kiki and shoot the shit with them, now you're nasty, rude, and a gutter bitch.
Not a gutter bitch.
We have to take a very short break.
Damn.
This shit's getting hot and heated. Okay, let's take a couple of questions. You ready?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, bitch?
Because he's so crunchy and old.
I am okay. Monét loves to make fun of me for not. I don't know, for not being able to do a lot of stuff or with computers. She always making fun of me for not knowing how to post on Instagram.
Because you're an old lady, girl. You do have a very old soul.
Okay, talk to me about. Okay, first of all, what do you consider a celebrity? What is a celebrity?
It's
a gray area, right?
Also, can you? I think that we should say the people's name, like Instagrams, whatever it is. That makes it.
Well, that I can't. This is the question from me.
Oh, what makes us? What makes us?
Comes from Bob. This question comes from that one queen. What is a celebrity?
I think it's a.
What do you consider a celebrity?
I think a celebrity is someone who is a public figure, and and not necessarily television, but they are a public figure who has a reach and who has amassed a fan base, big, small, medium, extra large, whatever it is. But
I agree.
A public figure who has a fan base.
Yes, there's varying degrees of celebrity. I mean, you have celebrities like Beyonce. You have celebrities like Nene Leakes. You have celebrities like Alaska. You have celebrities like, celebrity can get pretty small to pretty big. There's local celebrities, international celebrities, all those fantasies. All right.
Right.
So now, have you noticed, because Drag Race has not aired yet, are you starting to feel more like a celebrity?
Honestly, Not really, because no shade, but I've been a pretty big name in New York City. So I mean, I was used to people like sending me weird stuff and weird requests on social media, on Instagram or Facebook, all of that. I mean, now I guess it's people more so in other states now, but I feel like I've always felt that type of fandom for people in New York City. Also, New York is a very big city where we get random people from all over the world all the time. So I don't really feel that much different.
Work.
This is a question from at Mattel X.
Mattel X. Is she a Trixie fan? Oh Lord.
Girl, Trixie fans love to make their Instagram name all about Trixie. I can't even deal with this. Like, my name is at Oh Honey Mattel. Do y'all find it okay when fans will try to strike up a conversation with you rather than just say they love you and ask for a picture and move on? So basically, speed versus substance. What do you think you'd rather prefer?
Okay, wait. Say it again.
I'll paraphrase. Would you rather have a fan walk up to you and try to strike up a conversation, or just ask for a picture, say I love you, and beat it?
Oh, girl, I want, yes. Just say, hey, how you doing, and beat it. Because you have a fan come, and then it's like 25 minutes later, and they're like, and I'm like, girl, let's move this conversation along, mama.
Well, I also feel like, before pre-drag race, you can attest to this. When you're in the bar and someone wants to come up to you after the show and tell you how good of a job you did, this is the conversation. I'll be the person and you be yourself, okay? Monet, you are amazing tonight.
Thank you.
No. You were really good. I'm being serious. You were amazing.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
No, I'm not fucking kidding. You were.
What's your name?
I've ever seen you.
What's your name again? Brad. Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much.
Brad.
Thank you so much for coming.
No. I'm not even being nice. You were like. I mean, am I lying or is that what it is? I mean, that's what it is. And it's you saying thank you and them saying no, and you're like, oh my god, it's like a circle in a circle.
Oh, also they love to tell you how much better than the other queen some other queen you are.
I don't like when someone wants to give me a compliment by disparaging someone that I like.
I know.
No.
Oh, they love doing that, girl. They were like, oh, Bibbidi Bob was here on Friday, but you are so much better. Like, I'm like, but then they're gonna go on Friday and say that this was better than Saturday. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Years ago, I was at an industry studio show called Queen.
You love telling this fucking story.
It's a good story. A guy came up to me once and he said, "Bob, I saw you at Queen. You were really bad." And I was like, what do you mean I'm really bad? And he was like, you did this like hip hop number where you came out like a big garbage bag, and then you kind of away, and then you like tried to do like Nicki Minaj, but you didn't know the words. You didn't dance. It was just sloppy and it was bad. And I remember thinking to myself, I was there that night, but I was in the audience watching Monet Exchange do that. And he basically went to me and was like, wow, Monet sucks, but he thought it was me the whole time. You know what I said? You know what I said to him? I just looked at him and said, we all have our off days. I did not throw you
I don't believe you. You probably said it was Monet Exchange. Then you gave him my house address, and he showed up at my apartment to let me know.
I said it was Macaroni X Cheese. It was Monasty Exchange. It was Slow Mo.
So shady.
Okay, what? Here, this is a question from at Dyke Agenda.
Yes.
That's their name. What's the weirdest thing that happened to a Rue girl by a fan? Because some of them are messy AF.
You tell me. I don't have. I'm not really a Rue girl yet, but I've heard some stories. Well, I want to hear one of yours.
People would follow Katya to her hotel room.
How would
they find Well, when you go to certain towns, it's kind of like at a certain point, like the promoters always put you up in the same hotel every time. They'll find out what your hotel is, and they'll wait in the lobby for you.
Word.
I've had fans wait in the lobby for me, but not as bad as Katya. Katya's had them find out where her room is, and like it's extra.
I mean, if they're hot, I'm into that.
Yeah, if they're hot, but it's usually I don't know. I once had It's usually like a 14-year-old girl, and I don't find that hot. So don't owe me. I'm not trying to fuck a 14-year-old girl. I did once have a guy walk up to me at Play in Nashville, Tennessee, and he goes, I know you're trying to be incognito, and I said, you just walked up to me and called me a Negro. That's what you just did. And he goes, but are you sick of cute redheads telling you how amazing you are? And I said, that's very kind, thank you. And he goes, no, that's what you say to everyone. I want something real. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. And he goes, well, at least give me a hug. And then I said, I'm not about to hug you. He goes, fuck off. And then he stormed away.
Bob, why didn't you just hug him? See, that's being mean, girl.
Okay, one, he walked with me and called me a Negro. And also on top of that too, I'm not obligated to hug people. This is my physical space.
I know that I agree with you on.
What are some of your most memorable gifts from fans, good or bad? That is a question from @numbskull430.
Oh, I have one. So, I used to do, when I first started working in New York City, I worked at a bar called Pieces downtown in the historical West Village, really close to Stonewall. And I was performing, I was doing my thing, whatever, on stage, and then it was a good show, and people were tipping me, and this guy walks up to the stage and he throws something in the bucket. I was like, what the fuck is that? And in the number, so I kind of go to the bucket in the number, I look over it, and it is just a bag of cocaine, a full-on little bag of cocaine. I was like, and I've never dabbled in drugs. I've only smoked weed before, and that's even too much for me.
Now tell your story about the time someone tried to make you do coke in the bathroom at the Ritz.
Oh, girl. So there was another drag queen. She's since moved away. And this is when I was first getting into the scene. And I was like, I wanted everyone to think I was cool. And I was like this dope person, blah, 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 blah. So it's me. I'm peeing in this bathroom on the second floor of this club. And then as I finished peeing and as I'm opening the door to go out, this drag queen and her two other friends, they push me in because they're trying to get in, and I had the door locked. So now it's all four of us in this bathroom, and then they lock the door, and they're like, "Girl, are you down?" I was like, "Down for what?" They pull out a bag of coke and a key, and they're all going around the circle doing a bump, and I'm like, "Here we are. I guess this is." Here I am. So they give me the key with the cocaine on it. I bring it to my nose, and instead of blowing, pulling in, I blow out, and the cocaine goes everywhere. And they're like, "Girl, what are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm just so fucked up." Just trying to be down.
Well, that is an after-school story if I ever heard one. Then you grabbed your backpack, home and did your homework.
I wanted them to think I was cool, girl.
That is so. Okay, you can't tell those queens' names, but what do their names rhyme with?
No. I think her name was like Mitten with a Tip or something like that. I don't know.
Shut up, bitch. I think one of the most interesting gifts I've ever received. When I went to Brazil, it's in my basement right now, hanging up. It's a huge, 4x2 painting of me.
Oh, the construction one?
Yeah, it's like a massive.
It's so good.
Massive painting of me. I don't know how they even. I had to break it off the frame and roll it up, and then bring it back to America, and then reframe it. It's that big.
It's so good.
I don't know how they thought. I was going to get that thing home. But I remember
when it was your birthday. I want to say it was your birthday before you got on Drag Race. Mm-hmm. And you were doing your show at Barracuda. And people, after the show, it was a meet and greet, line, all the way, to the pool table. So, a good, that's a good, 20 feet of people lined up to give you presents for your birthday. It was the craziest thing. I was like, this bitch is not, she's not even on RuPaul's Drag Race. She's not even, who cares?
Bitch, I was the queen of New York City at the time, Miss Thing.
I know you were not.
Walking and talking. I was the queen. Monet, you can acknowledge that before I went on Drag Race, I was the queen of New York City. You better acknowledge it right now. Tell the truth. Monet, tell the truth, Sham. I will admit this. You were the queen, one of the queens of New York City before you went on Drag Race.
I am the queen of New York City currently.
Monet, even though I'm in Berkeley, California right now, I am still the current king of New York City. Sasha can have Brooklyn. I have Manhattan. This thing.
No, you were very much adored in New York.
Let's do one more question. This is a question from at Peter C. Barnett. Do you believe people should pay for a meet and greet or get them for free?
They should absolutely pay for meet and greets. I think that, I will be very excited to meet fans and to like put faces to Instagram handles. Like, what was it, Dyke Queen or Dyke Manager, whoever it was?
Yeah, I don't remember Dyke's name. It was Dyke Bitch. I don't know what it was.
I would love to put a face to that name and meet them, but I don't think we're obligated to do so. So I think paying for a meet and greet falls in line with that.
Yeah, I think and I actually, contrary to popular belief, I actually really like meet and greets. Not really like them, but I don't mind doing meet and greets. I'm not like, I can't fucking stand meet and greets, which is why I do. DragCon is essentially the longest meet and greet that you'll ever have. It is. I
can't wait to see it.
I love it. I actually love it. I love meeting the moms, the kids, the families, the people by themselves who just show up because they just fucking love drag. I actually really, really like it. But there are times when I am just feeling tired, and I am the queen of like, when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm done, I'm like, when I'm done, we're done. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Oh, girl, it is my favorite moment are Bob meltdowns when you had just had it, you're over it, and girl, everyone better be weird, girl. Like when, 3 or 4 years ago, when we were doing the Slammies at Industry Bar, and you were tired because you had stayed up all night to work on the awards, and you had spray painted them, and you did all this work, and then when it was time to get ready to leave to get to the gig, you were over it. What
you didn't point out was, one, I always get irritated when I have to put my hair on. Putting on hair is always irritating to me. So I'm trying to comb my hair back, and then I can't find the wig I want, and then I go to sit down, and fucking Taylor pulled the chair from underneath me while I was. That
was a different night, Bob.
No, this was the Slammies. I'm telling you, Taylor.
No, because the Slammy night, Miss Cracker, Judy, and I were at your house. Taylor wasn't there. That was a separate night. Slammy night was when Judy was in the bathroom, Cracker was there, and you for the time I got to your apartment, because I had already painted, and the three of y'all were painting. I could tell you were perturbed and you were annoyed, and you were like going around doing your stuff, and then it got time to your hair, and I think.
The hair, always the hair.
I think maybe you couldn't find the scrunchie or something. You were missing something. You couldn't find something. So Bob was doing this like beautiful like updos and slick back with a big afro or fall, whatever it was. You could not find what it was. And then somebody said something. You're like, fuck it. You're like, just fuck it. You pulled the wig off your head. You threw it on the floor. Then you reached onto your shelf and pulled one of your oldest, rattiest afros that was unbrushed, uncombed. You plopped it on your head and you said, let's go. And we're all just sitting there like.
I will admit, when I am at my wit's end, I'm like, when I'm done, I am done. I am done.
Oh, it was a great night.
Oh my God, you're so stupid. All right. Thank you everyone for listening to our ridiculous podcast. I think next week we should talk about race, Monét.
Oh, I'm into it.
Yeah,
and I think that to make it even more colorful, we should get a white person and make them explain themselves for an hour.
Some of my best friends are white. We can get our hands on a white person. They are plentiful. They are not hard to find.
Yes, girl. Yes.
All right, Monét, I love you very much.
I love you too, Roberta.
All right, bye everyone. Peace.
Bye.